Greetings once again, spacefaring adventurers. Duuz-Diz-Din, back again with Eden Zero. Now previously, the battle against Mueller is all said and done. The Oi Cosmos once again knows peace, for the most part. And, of course, it's time to party. And we had a lot of nicer encounters this time around on Nero's One. Calum and Chris's reunion was a lot more pleasant. Mariani was able to introduce her grandfather Sika to Homura, and Homura introduced Valkyrie to Mariani. The Eretion says Interstellar told Fabiano, dismantle your antimatter bombs, thank you very much. You could kill somebody or destroy an entire planet. And other members of the Eretion says Interstellar gave a bit of a shocking revelation to the crew of Eden when Amira let slip that she's aware of the existence of other worlds and timelines, something that Eraser says they will reveal at Red Cave, hinting that their superior had filled them in, whose money is on Noah. But the most shocking moment of all was when Shura took the stage and publicly announced that he was dissolving the monarchy, deciding to create a council, more than likely made up of the Ocean Six and Shura himself, to help properly govern things. And, on top of things, doing the one thing that I never realized we didn't really have in a lot of situations. Ashura led the entirety of his kingdom in thanking the crew of Eden for helping to stop a catastrophe. Which, I don't know, something about that just kinda got to me a little bit. And so whereas the crew of Edens in other universes had been seen as rogues, and even at one point Shiki being labeled as a member of the Oration Says Galactica, here, they're heroes who are gaining allies by the minute. And while they may have decided to maybe leave Lobelia and Couchfu out of the action for their own sake, this is Universe Zero, the world of possibility. What is next in store for our heroes? Join me as I find out, won't you? Alright, a nice cover page of all of the ladies in their beachwear, all hugging and getting all in close for a group picture, it looks like. Witch's swimsuit looking very sheer. Hermit all up in Rebecca's boobs. I like the little flower in Pinot's hair. And is Sister not wearing a top? You know what? If anyone was to go topless, it would be Sister. And I love Klein just coming in here like, I'm here too. It's adorable. Alright, chapter 246. Reina and Hamrio. Reina. Yeah, that's the real name of Holy, right? She's very much like Reina from Rave Master, and that's why I wasn't sure if she was gonna, make it out okay, because if you know about Rave Master, Reina's story is very sad. But I don't recognize the name Hamrio. Is Holy in a relationship? Huh. Red Cave! Beach episode again! I'm wondering about the one android lady who was here, though. Was she able to have a more peaceful situation? We see Rebecca and Homura on the beach in their beachwear looking nice. Rebecca surveys the landscape saying, wow, this takes me back. And Happy says, we haven't been here in 3 years. And Homura notes, although our appearances are unchanged from what they were then. Laguna, oddly enough the one man with a shirt on, says, that's great and all, but why are we in swimsuits? I thought we were here to meet up with Holy. As Shiki stretches, he says, we still have time before they're supposed to get here, so why not? And Wise gets excited saying everybody knows the beach is all about swimsuits on the lovely ladies, the sexy ladies, the sporty ladies. And we see Sister, Witch, and Valkyrie all in swimsuits, all looking nice. And then when he gets to Hermit, he says, you're more of the kiddies section, aren't you? Wise confirmed, not into little girl. Yes. And Hermit says, it's sweltering enough without you. Could you go away? And now that Klein has been debustified, although we always noted her thighs and legs more than anything else. Klein says excitedly, the beach! And Pino also notes, we're at the beach! Chris then chimes in saying, I've been wondering this for a while now. Why are you wearing matching hair accessories? Oh, they both have the little pins. The one that used to show Klein's actual emotions. Aww. She gave one to Pino. Klein says, oh this? Pino notes Miss Klein gave it to me to wear. And Klein says, it's cute, that's why. And Pino notes, analysis confirmed, it is cute. It is cute. Cuteness confirmed. And then we see Moscow bound and gagged to a tree. Oh god, no. And Sister is holding an octopus to Moscow, saying, look here, Moscow, I've got an octopus. Time for a tentacle attack. Ugh. Rebecca notes, what are they doing? Witch simply says, breaking him in. It's a type of role play. I mean, come on. Rebecca then notes, do you have to keep doing that even at the beach? Okay, and of course, Sister then turns to Rebecca and says, you're up next, Rebecca, with a manic look in her eyes. And we see what's going through her head, which is, oh my god. I swear, Mashima. Naturally, Rebecca just says not a chance. And of course, the beach is also a place to get in some training. As Homura and Valkyrie face off, we get to see some intense clashes between them. And as they finish and stand off, Valkyrie notes, you've really gotten much better, Homura. Homura says, and you are as skilled with the sword as ever, teacher. Wise then chimes in saying, speaking of things people could take a break from when they're at the beach. Like, hey man, this is their form of relaxation. They don't judge your sick little hobbies. Oh, and of course, Valkyrie then notes, however, and we see that she's actually managed to cut the top off of Homura, who quickly covers herself. Valkyrie gives a cheeky smile, saying, you still have a lot to learn. Homura covers herself, saying, how disgraceful. And naturally, Wise is a lot more interested in what they've been doing now. But then Homura gives a smile, saying, is what I should like to say, but we see that Homura had actually managed to cut the bottoms off of Valkyrie. Oh my goodness. Much to Valkyrie's surprise, as Homura gives a cheeky smile saying, you let your guard down. And Wise is even more interested now. And even Shiki's attention is grabbed by this. Oh man, yep. Classic Mashima. Hermit, naturally, as the shut-in that she is typing away at her keyboard when Rebecca comes up questioning, what are you up to, Hermie? Oh, I love that, Hermie. Hermit says, I was thinking about something you said. One of the Eurasians says Galactica. Joker Helix. You said you'd heard that name before. Okay. Rebecca thinks, yeah, I tried looking it up too. At first I thought it might be a beekeeper, but I searched for celebrities, athletes, politicians. I tried all kinds of famous people, and I didn't get a single hit. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I was actually very interested when Rebecca noted that she might have heard that name before. Hermit then simply says, it's been deleted. From the web? Jeez. Rebecca questions what? Hermit tells her the name Joker Helix has been erased from every corner of the internet. That should be impossible. That would take a level of skill most people don't have. Rebecca notes, is that even possible? Hermit tells her it's not impossible, but it is difficult. She turns to Rebecca saying, we might be dealing with an exceptional programmer. They've made it so that there will never be any trace of their name online. Rebecca says, a programmer, And then she thinks of the older Professor Wise and comes to a realization. She thinks to herself, Professor Wise's face just flashed across my mind. But why? Come to think of it, I wonder how Professor Wise is doing in this world. Yeah, I thought about that before when we first came to Universe Zero. That would mean that Rebecca never met the older Wise. Don't tell me something happened to Professor Wise in this universe. Maybe things didn't work out for him, She's then interrupted by Wise being a perv, saying, do androids really need swimsuits? To which responds, I'm wearing this in compliance with the decency protocol, but I can purge it if given the order. Oh god. Wise says, maybe I'll go ahead and give you that order. I feel that Shiki should be the only one to be able to give that order. Rebecca then says, the not a Professor Wise seems to be doing great, but she's suddenly startled by a rain droplet landing on her shoulder. She looks up and sees these droplets coming from the sky. Oh yeah, the light ether. That's right, I forgot about that. It's been such a long time. Everyone looks on saying, look, ooh, wow. Witch notes, light ether. Sister notes, just like 3 years ago. And Moscow says, a blast from the past. She's no longer tied up. Oh, that's beautiful. Shiki then turns to Rebecca saying, you want to get a video from up high again? Rebecca says yes, and he takes her up high as she films the amazing experience. Oh, so good. Rebecca notes, it was when I was filming this video 3 years ago that we saw Andrew's ship. Shiki notes, now that you mention it, we should go see this world's Nadia. Rebecca says yes, but then she notices something in the distance, something smoking and crashing to the planet. Sister says, whoa, look. While Hermit says, not again. Happy says, just like 3 years ago. While Pino notes, Mr. Andrew. But Chris tells them no, oh, he's also wearing a shirt. Laguna notes an Interstellar Union Army ship. Yeah, and the ship actually lands, so it's not Mr. Andrew. Which I would think so. Like, Andrew's situation, I couldn't see that happening in this universe. And it is Eraser and Holy, who's already in her bathing suit. Gotta get that cheesecake in where you can. Holy notes, oh, you're all in swimwear. How fun. And Eraser notes, so are you. And Holy simply says, well, we are at the beach. Of course. Of course, Wise immediately starts perving, and Klein calls out, Holily! So adorable. Shiki notes, oh yeah, it's like when we met Holy in the last world. And Rebecca laughs, yeah, she was in a swimsuit. Aw, that is adorable. But allow me to introduce myself anyway. I am Holy of the Eurasian Says Interstellar, in the Interstellar Union Army. My real name is Reina. And Eraser says, I am Eraser, also with Interstellar. My real name's Hamrio. Hamrio. Wait, Reina and Hamrio. Musica! Okay. Reina's name clicked, but then wait a minute. Reina and Hamrio. It's Musica. That's why he has the pattern above. Oh my god. Holy crap. I didn't even think about that. I mean, I could see Reina from Rave Master and Holy's design to a certain extent. And considering the hair color, it's understandable not to fully have that click. But with Eraser, I can vaguely see a little bit of Musica in there, but not by much. Shiki then goes to introduce everyone, saying, and where? But Eraser says, we already know you to an extent, but we don't know anything that happened in your old world. Hermit then chimes in, saying, what concerns me is that you know about the concept of past worlds at all. Holy says, I told you, remember? A certain someone clued us in. Rebecca thinks to herself, but no one's supposed to know about other worlds, no one except my mom. Oh, actually, yeah, wait, is her mom in the last world, is her mom in charge of the Interstellar Union Army? My money was still on Noah. Oh man, I'm glad I didn't have anyone to bet me on that. Holy says, so let's get right down to business, and we'll take you to this someone. She presses a button on a controller, and suddenly the waves of red caves start to part. Wise says in shock, what the? And she says the whole ocean. Yeah, friggin' Prince of Egypt up in this ish. Let my people go to the beach. Wise says it's split in two. And Shiki says, is that the temple where Nadia lived? Wait, what? Holy says, oh, you know about Director Nadia too. And Rebecca says what I'm thinking, Director? And there's Nadia. As Holy explains, Guardian of the Mother Beacon and Interstellar Union Army Director of Operations in the Oi Cosmos, Nadia. Man, that is a massive switch from what we... what? That I could have bet money on that and never have thought that it's just oh, Nadia's a part of the Interstellar Union Army in this universe. What? That is... I could never have guessed that. And Nadia says her usual thing of, oh please, you make me sound so important. I am an old model. Aw, Nadia, you're always the sweetest. And Rebecca is shocked, saying, Nadia's a government woman? And Holy says, technically an android. And both Shiki and Wise freak out, saying, what in the world, what is going on in this world? Like, seriously. Nadia then notes, it sounds like I served in a different capacity in another world. Hamura turns to Eraser saying she does not know what happened in the last world. Eraser notes, we get that other worlds are a thing, but we have no way to know anything about them. Yep, there it is. Eraser says, in fact, not even the one who told us about the multiverse can see into other worlds. Wait, what? He can't see into them? I thought that was the nature of his power. Oh, Wise notes, so who is this someone anyway? Eraser tells them Interstellar Union Army Director of Operations in the Sakura Cosmos, Noah Glenfield. Wow, man. Talk about moving up, Director of Operations. Did we have Directors of Operations in various universes? I mean, I don't even think we knew the leader of the Interstellar Union Army. I mean, this does mean that, well, Nadia as well as Noah are leading things, right? And I thought Noah's ability allowed him to see certain things from other universes. Naturally, Rebecca is shocked, calling out Master Noah? I mean, he was director of the Galactic Intelligence Agency, but I mean, what's the difference between that and this position he has now? I mean, I thought he was able to track Rebecca's movements across time. Or does his Eye of God not work the same way in this universe? And, now that this has been brought up, what about the Shooting Starlight Guild? I mean, we barely ever dealt with it, honestly, but what happened to Clarice? And is she also part of the army in this universe too? But if we have directors in each cosmos, I'm gonna hazard a guess. The director in the Kaede cosmos is Elsie or Justice. That would actually make a lot of sense. And since we know that the Church of Saint Fire is in the Yukino cosmos, Rebecca's mother is the director in the Yukino's Cosmos. That would make all the sense. That would be the perfect way of having everyone on the same page. Oh, that would be good. That would be so good. I feel like that's gotta be it. Elsie, director in the Kaede Cosmos, and Rachel, the director in the Yukino Cosmos. Because we haven't really explored the Yukino Cosmos like that. Like, we barely know anything about that cosmos. And in terms of the Kaede cosmos, we spent most of our time there on Lendard. Not that we didn't visit other planets, but let's be real. Much like the Nero planets, we had Foresta and Oasis. No, we had plenty of places in the Oi cosmos that we visited. No, not Oasis, Sandra. I always forget that. I always want to call it Oasis. And now that I think about it too, are we ever going to get back to finding those relics we were using to try to find Mother? Because that was one of the reasons where we went to Red Cave, right? The whole finding Mother thing got sidelined hard. I feel so silly for not recognizing the name Hamrio. But I never read it like that. I always read it as Hamura. I have to look up the spelling. Yeah, it was Hamrio. I thought it was Hamura. Why did I read it as Hamuro? It's Hamrio. I feel so silly. And this just made me think like, oh man, I miss Rave Master. I keep praying and hoping that they'll make another Rave Master series. Like, come on. So many other series are getting revivals. Well, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What other wild things are we in store for? What will Noah reveal? And what do you think of my theory on who the directors of the other cosmos are? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. So like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.